Hey guys, and welcome to Storytime with Demoblah. This is gonna be a video with no visuals because I'm much not in the condition for visuals. I recently got my, by recently I mean like yesterday, I got my wisdom teeth out. And I'm still slightly out of it, but this is the best I can do while being out of it, I think. Welcome to Storytime with Demoblah. I have a story today. It's about wisdom teeth. So, I went to the dentist to get my wisdom teeth out. And they sat me in a normal dentist chair, which is weird because I thought wisdom teeth was surgery. But they didn't have a surgical room for that. They just had a dentist room. And there was nothing special about the dentist room either that I can remember. So I was a little confused, but I was like, okay, whatever. They're like, sit down, and I was like, okay, plop down in the seat. Voila, I was ready. All good to go. And then they had the weird monitor thingy to check my blood pressure. I don't know what it showed on the monitor. I was trying to read the monitor, but it just showed like the little blips. Not the heartbeat blips, but the other blips. Like it said like COO2? Something. It read something. COP2? I don't know. Pikachu 2. It read something. I didn't understand what it said. CP2? Something like a 2 when it was in blue, and it changed. But yeah, they had the heart blood pressure stuff on my arm. And then they also stuck some things, 3 of the things, 1 to each of my pecs. And then 1 down by my belly, but slightly above my belly, because my belly's all fat, I guess, and you can't get much readings off of fat. So you have to get it right above. I don't know. And yeah. So I was sitting there, and then they put me some happy gas. They put on some happy gas. Like, you know, the way they put on music. No. They had one of those nose masks. So picture a pyramid. No, picture a triangular prism. And the triangular prism goes on your nose. And then there's 2 little tubes on each side of it that goes around. It shot in a mixture of laughing gas. I think that's nitrous oxide, otherwise known as happy gas or nitrous oxide, and oxygen, because I don't think you can live on nitrous oxide. I was going to ask them the question of whether these 2 pipes coming out of the sides were connected to different tanks or whatnot. But when I was on the happy gas, I was not very good at asking questions. So I didn't. Because when I tried to ask questions, it came out more like, so your music is favorite for, what music is favorite for? Operation music. Things like that. And I felt kind of embarrassed, but I was so out of it that I wasn't sure what embarrassed really was. I just knew I had some sort of resistance to asking questions that would make me sound stupid. So I didn't. And they were laughing. So that's okay, because I'm not good at asking questions. And then they had to do the IV stuff. And when you go into an IV, on addition to the studying, they also are able to anesthetize you. Oh crap. My dad just came in and told me how to say this. It's not anesthetize you. It's anesthesia you? Wait a moment, let me dictionary. Anesthetize you. Anesthetize. 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 Verb. Anesthetize. Used with object. Anesthetizing. Anesthetized. So they anesthetized me. Well, they can do that once they put the IV in. Now, I've attempted to donate blood, not draw blood. Drawing blood's easy. It's just like a blood splat. But donating blood is different. They put the IV tubey thingy in and then they just suck it out with like a pump or something. I wouldn't know because I didn't manage to draw blood. Donate blood. There's a difference. Because they put the thingy in your arm. And when I tried to donate blood, they just said, oh, we can't get through your muscle. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I'm a geek. I don't have any muscle in my arm. But whatever. This time when they tried to put the IV in my arm, they're just like, we can't get your vein. It's just difficult. So then they tried the other arm and they put the weird like tightening strip on it. But they had trouble getting the vein and the elbow. So they ended up doing an IV in my hand. An IV in my hand. That I know. So weird. But with the IV in my hand, they said it was really difficult to do. And the whole time they were saying it was difficult, I was wondering, why is IVs in hand never in the films or TV shows? Because if it's so much more difficult, that means it's more dramatic. And drama's good for TV shows. I didn't say that though, because I was really high. Well, I guess it wasn't quite high. It was just kind of out of it. You feel lightheaded with the laughing gas and stuff. And I inhaled really large bits of it at points because I was like, this stuff is fun. Ooh, man, I can feel myself getting more and more lightheaded as it goes. And then I was very entertained the whole time. But they had to like put some stuff to support the hand IV because it's such a weird thing having a hand IV. And I was just like, man, this should be in Doctor House. Because they always have the elbow IVs, but man, this stuff's special. Oh yeah, I'm one special man to get this thing that's not even in TV shows. But yeah. I got a glucose tablet because I didn't eat enough beforehand. And it tastes like sugar. Because that's what glucose is. And then they started putting the anesthetic into the IV because that they like transfer it with the little syringe and the little out protrusion or something like that. Oh, my teeth are kind of hurting. But yeah, so there's like, okay, we're doing this, we're putting that in. And I was like, oh, okay. And it's like, you're not gonna feel anything, it's gonna be very subtle. And I was like, yeah. And then they like, okay, we're putting the morphine in. And I was like, morphine, ooh, that's like pain remover stuff. That's some hefty things. And they put it in. And I was like, within 5 seconds, I started feeling it in my hand. And I was like, man, that's some mungo jungle there. That's a weird feeling. Oh, just to let you know, the laughing gas had already made all of my extremities completely numb. Like I couldn't feel the tip of my fingers in my nose. It was kind of fun. But the morphine, that just made my hand feel weird. And I was like, oh, it feels weird. And they're like freaking out because when I said it weird, they might have thought I was having like a reaction or something. And they're like, is it tingling? And I was like, I don't know. What's a tingle? What's a tingle? And yeah. And then I think after that little dance, I nodded out. Because I can't remember much after the weird tingly body thing. That morphine does some weird stuff to you. So, yeah. Don't do drugs. Thanks for listening. Toodles! Oh, next part is gonna be post-surgery. That's the word. Surgery. Post-surgery. Stay tuned, guys. Toodles! Hey, this is Demoblah. Do you like these story times with Demoblah? If you do, please rate, comment. Please comment. Just comment a little bit. Tell me what you like and what you need more of, because I don't know otherwise. Please comment. Okay, thanks. Toodles.